Okay, so we're looking at domains and ranges here, and we're going to be looking at this 3 different ways. We're going to be looking at tables of functions or function tables. We're going to be looking at the formulas for the functions, and we're also going to be looking at the graphs. Start with the tables first because they're easiest. The domain of a function is just all of the inputs a function has. So all of the x values. And when we have a table representing a function, we've got a list of our inputs on the left, our outputs on the right, or our inputs on top and our outputs on bottom, however they're oriented. And all we have to do to identify the domain is look at those inputs. And it's traditional to write them out as a set. And in MyMathLab, I'm sure that that's how the answers are going to need to be formatted. The range is just all of the outputs of the function. So again, in list form, we've got a list of all of the outputs there, and the range is just the set of those. Boom, done. That's all there is to it when we're talking about tables. One thing I want to mention, or a couple things I want to mention quickly, is that your domain doesn't necessarily, and your range doesn't necessarily have to be numeric. So for this function here, our domain is A, B, C, D, and E. Got letters there. Our range, though, is numeric here, and it would be 5, 9, and 8. The point of doing that is just to illustrate that there's no repetition when you write it out in set form. Either a number's in a set or it isn't in a set. We don't need to say 5's in it twice, we just say 5's once. So if we've got 5, 9, and 8, we've listed all of the possible outcomes, and that's good enough. How's that for easiest topic of the year?